We're unboxing Klef. As you can see here, he's got honestly the face buttons. They're top notch. I would say they're more mushy rubber membrane versus clicky.
Yep.
And also like the shoulders. Let's just talk about those shoulders. They're nice. They're inline. You can see they're inline, but they totally work. What's going on, everybody? Stubbs here from Retro Handhelds, and we got Mr. Rob, the Retro Tech Dad, back with us, co-hosting. Have you seen him before? I think, you know, his face is right there.
I'm sure they have. Yeah.
And our special guest back in the RH podcast world is Klef from GameTechTalk. What is going on, sir?
Not much. I mean, you know, just living that life, that creator life, as we were talking about just a moment ago. And
yes,
life's good. Can't complain. Super tired, but you know what? That might make for some crazy stuff. So we'll go with the flow.
Yeah, you were saying content creation, sleep, not a guarantee.
Yep.
No.
It is a luxury when you know. I don't know the last time I had 8 hours straight. So
it's been a minute. Rob and I are both feeling the pain too. You know, we're recording this on a Sunday, everybody, and Saturday night in content creation world can be a good productive night, can be a chill night. You might get sleep for Sunday, you might not. So we get it where we can.
You know, and of course the two of you would know that just as much. What I find is so challenging with the Sundays, it is that time because around like 8 p.m. Well, for me, I'm Eastern time, but 8 p.m. Eastern time is about the time because I'm literally like 12 hours from China. So it's the time that they wake up and then the emails start flooding in, and it's like, okay, all right, delete, keep, delete, read, respond, delete, keep, delete. So yeah, it's just
going through cleaning
it's
up.
Mostly a lot of delete though.
Yeah, mostly a lot of it. That's why, like, as I was doing it, I was like, wait, I need to put more deletes in there because
my favorite's when you wake up in the morning and it's just like stream of just junk, pure junk coming in.
Yeah,
like wow.
and I'm sure you guys noticed, like, ever since the AI, now they all have these AI bots that contact you, and it's you're never gonna win because who's gonna ever feel tired of trying to reach out and you don't respond? So it's
I get an email from the same person, robot. I don't know what it is. Every single day, I've blocked it. I've done everything I can to block it, and somehow they keep getting around. They keep getting those emails through, and I'm just like, what do I do?
Yeah, it's painful.
It's like the crazy ex-girlfriend, you know, they find your address and they never stop harassing you.
Or crazy boyfriend. We're not, you know.
For sure.
Yeah, 99% of the emails that are incoming are definitely like kind of slop.
And my best advice is make sure you've had coffee or you've been up for at least 30 minutes before you click on any links, respond to anything, because there's a lot of scams out there too. So be very careful.
Check that header. Check to make sure that, it does, does Evian Water really want to sponsor you? No.
I actually have a good tip for your viewers. Like, if you see the email and it looks legit, overlay with your mouse and see what the actual email really is.
The domain, check out the domain. If it looks kind of sketch,
He's right,
Hey, wow, Road Mike is contacting me and it's at gmail.com. Chances are probably not.
All the big companies, they all reach out. They're like, we want to partner with you. And then you see the domain and it's some kind of weird stuff. Yeah, a lot of those.
It gets wild out there. It is a wild world. But you know what's not so wild is, what is extra wild is your YouTube channel.
Oh, thank you.
It is wild and not wild because you are a friend and we wanted to highlight you today. And for those of you not familiar with Klef, he runs a channel over here called GameTechTalk, and he's just rocking through controllers. Like Klef, you are the go-to controller expert in the scene as far as I'm concerned. Probably most people are concerned. Well, you focus on controllers so deeply with so much passion. You're a passionate man. And it's like, do I want to get this, new GameSir Pro 3, like, I'm going to come check your channel out.
The thing is, I'm really happy that you settled on something that you're passionate about and that has worked out for your channel as well. And it's awesome, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I wanted, like, I'm going to touch base on a little bit of everything. And, you know, I have plans actually for that. But I did think at some point I had to offer something that was consistent.
Correct.
Also for my process, like YouTube is, and of course you guys would know, and I'm sure even the viewers, even people who are not doing YouTube would probably know, but it is such a journey, such a learning and growing, and with some growing pains too, but such a journey. So yeah, it's been that good thing to lean on and just, you know, learn the ropes. Also learn to, you know, it's one thing because I'm full time, as you guys know. It's one thing when you have an employer, you have a 9 to 5. It's one thing when you have to wake yourself up and bring yourself to work, and no one will stop you if you want to do anything different, right? So
yeah,
building
to
that,
keep the motivation going, you know, just keep that grind going. Yeah,
absolutely. So yeah, that's been you know, the thing I've been grinding for with 2 years, a little over 2 years now. To be fair, I had touched like YouTube and Twitch before. But when I came back, you know, I did a little bit with the WinMax 2, which is when I met you, Rob, Retrotech Dad.
Oh, yeah. I remember, I was going to say, I remember from before when your channel was just Aqua Klef. I remember from the early days, you know, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, and then I took a hiatus for like 6 months. And when I came back for good. And now I have like eggs in multiple baskets, as you guys know. But GameTechTalk, of course, is the channel. Yeah.
So what are all your ventures? So you got the channel. I know you have a GameSir collaboration. What's going on with that?
So I've been the official streamer for the Twitch GameSir channel since January 2025. It was literally right after CS that I started. Right. So I grinded that solo for a good while. Eventually, they brought a second person on board. I was super happy. He's a great dude. American Blood, also a content creator. So he does Saturdays and Sundays, and I do from Wednesdays to Sundays. 4 hours a day, so that's 20 hours a week. Wow. And I have some like offline extra curricular hours and AB also. Because I basically, you know, I manage the channel, the community, so I build it for them. And they're amazing to work with because, you know, I like to put my opinion out there as it goes. And, you know, for example, you mentioned that I was very outspoken about Ayaneo, which I definitely am.
Oh, we got to talk about that.
Oh, yeah, we're going to definitely talk about it.
I would think so. And yeah, so they allow for that space to exist. And, you know, ever since I've been working with them, there are videos where I didn't praise them on YouTube. So it's nice to see that I can be in a relationship with a brand that is not trying to force your words, skew your words. They're open to criticism. You know, like last year. Last year, I kind of gave him. Can I say here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I gave him because I was like, man, how are you gonna have a bunch of people go to CES, want to see your things, promote you guys to the world, and you're like, don't take videos. And clearly, they've approached CES 2026 very differently, and look how it paid off for them, right?
All the videos.
So that's actually why I ended up doing an interview with Beta. They're like, you know, that was some great points, and we like what you brought, and we'd like to offer that if you want, you know, as a kind of a form of apology, if you will, not an apology, but you know what I mean. It was like, you know, let's give you an olive branch, because I was kind of pissed, you know. It's an expensive trip, and it's a lot of time, it's a lot of effort, and we as creators, like, you know, we put a lot on the line to go cover these companies, and they were like, oh, don't take videos. I'm like, what?
Like I
never understood that. I never understood that, where either they send you a product to promote, or, you know, you're going to an event and they don't want you to show anything, and it's like, wait, then why are we here?
Yeah,
like, what's the point doing here?
Well, we kind of had a run in with that with another company. I don't think we can really say it, but, you know, I'm like, you know, it's the same idea. We're all looking at each other like, wait, why are we here if we can't talk about this for a whole nother month? And it's like, okay.
they want to build that hype for you as a creator.
But then you got that hype because you can't really share it with the world. So But then a month later in YouTube world is like, might as well be 10 years because you forget about everything and time moves on so fast. So
Yep.
I never understood that. Yeah.
Great. So yeah, that happened. But all in all, shout out to GameSir because they're a great company and they can take the jabs, but they can also like get up from them better than a lot of companies these days. I say it often, and I don't know if they would dislike me saying that, but to me, they're like the next Razer. If you think of the positive things about Razer, because I get that Razer is a polarizing company for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But like in terms of momentum and growth and reach, I see GameSir having achieved a global reach. I mean, they technically already do, but to a much greater level, I think it's going to happen for them. They're on that path.
They also make quality products at very fair prices. And I haven't seen many step up in that same regard, I mean, I'm literally working on something here with a GameSir controller. So, I mean, it's just,
There you go.
And also their pins are awesome. I just found this sitting on my desk.
Klef, seriously, dude. Like, come on.
Dude, so I have this one.
Yeah.
This one I do have. Yeah, it's amazing. It's actually somewhere in the desk behind me. I don't use that controller because I do have the G8 Plus. I'm sure you do as well. But that one, that is the only controller from GameSir that I want to keep it pristine. I love it. The Thanos, it's so good.
It's bedazzled. Yep. It's like a jewel. It's like something you'd find in the bottom of a temple, that you're exploring as Indiana Jones. You're like, oh.
It's amazing. And at some point I want to get the Hulk, which also is bedazzled. I want that one too. Right? Just because I want to be able to like make somewhat of a PlayStation layout. It's not exactly, but if you have the Hulk, you can put a red in there. And anyways, one day. Haven't done it, but one day.
Well, yeah, GameSir, I've always been a fan of GameSir. They haven't always nailed it for me with every product. Definitely not. But the ones that they have, I'm like, man, this is awesome. And the CEO is so cool. I always like catching up with him at CES. And
their booth is one of my favorites, honestly.
Yeah, it's a highlight for us. Usually when we swing by. And that new steering wheel situation, that little like that little controller with the little steering wheel, and then the big one.
I never remember. I think it's Swift Drive is the controller, and then Turbo Drive is the wheel. I don't remember the names. Like I'm not good with names, but they both look amazing. And specifically, honestly, and that again, that's me. Like I have the GameSir hat when I'm on the GameSir Twitch, but outside of it, I'm very well free to have any hat I want. And to me, that controller is potentially a complete market shift, complete like revolution for racing, because racing games have been on the high decline for the last decade. And I get it. Like I'd love to have a wheel. I totally get it, but they're so bulky. They're like, they take so much space, and you can play with sticks, but it's not the same. Like you want some kind of, so that controller with force feedback, man, I'm jealous of you guys because you guys got to test it. I didn't.
Yeah, why we didn't see it at CES this year?
I was gonna actually ask you.
We missed you. We missed you, man.
Yeah, I know, man. I should.
It's
hard though. It's hard to take the time away, and
bad decisions. But I'm not doing that again next year. Like missing all the people, which for me, I realized because I only went once, right? And for that one time that I went, I realized that it's about the people. And as stupid as it may be, before a couple of months prior, I was thinking just from a work point of view. And like around November, I was having a conversation with, the crew. I'm also part of Handhelds United.
Yep.
Yeah. And I think
we got to see them. Yep.
Yeah, and OKS, he's been on the show before. You guys know him very well. I think it was OKS that said something, and it kind of clicked for me. And I'm like, yo, I'm so stupid. For a second, I didn't contemplate the idea that I can just go and not work. Just enjoy the people, enjoy the tech. And you know what? The thing is, once I'm there, I'd probably feel like, okay, you know what? Let me just pop my phone, grab some footage, and do something. Or I don't. I just enjoy being with the people. And I forgot that was an option.
Yeah,
that's
I think that's what, at least for Stubbs and me, I think that's what we do a lot of. We just enjoy hanging out.
Like if we didn't have that community aspect, I don't know that I'd want to go, on what a fourth year in a row here. It's like, okay, I've seen the robots. I've seen everything.
And we know the whole lay of the land, how everything works. And it's like, all right, cool. A lot of this stuff can be done through email, right? I mean, it's not like it's nice to see some faces or put names to faces and things like that. But it's really just about seeing Stubbs and Mike and Zoo and Andrew and everybody just in person, all the YouTube creators, and it's just cool.
Yeah.
I wish I could have hung out. But
It's like the church of...
That's the thing, like the barcade. It's so much
tubers.
fun, So, yeah.
You missed
See that-
floor pizza.
that's why I didn't come. I said it, and we have a group in which Stubbs and I and other creators are part of. I said it. I didn't go because Stubbs made me cry last time. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again.
I was there for that too.
Your sweet
It's
embrace, your sweet embrace was just, it made me emotional, and you felt emotional, and when we knew that we couldn't be in the same room together like that again, it was too much.
Yeah, it's too powerful. There's a magnetism. Is that a word? I think it is.
Magentatism.
Magentatism. Okay. I like that. Magentatism.
Magentatism.
Ooh, it's I like it.
Have you worked for T-Mobile in the past, Stubbs?
No.
You Team Magenta?
I had a magenta car once. It was
I like
nice. It
magenta.
was a 95 Ford Escort. I'd take it off jumps sometimes. It was pretty cool. I was a young guy.
There you go.
I don't have it anymore.
Nice.
Clef. All right, man. Hey, so you got the GameSir thing going on.
Yes.
Isn't what other, I'm sure you have other fires burning. Matt Davis, our longtime viewer and commenter, Matt Davis, he mentioned that he was helping out with some of those GameSir streams.
Yeah, he's been a moderator extraordinaire. And you know what? I'm glad that you mentioned him because, man, any opportunity I have to talk about Matt Davis, and you guys know, actually, and that's how we initially met, is we were watching, that's many years ago, well before there was even a GameSir Twitch stream. I met Matt because he was on a GameSir stream that Beta was doing, and they had given away like 50 Nova Lights. It was absurd. And Matt was there, and we were chatting, and Matt is chatty, and like he's really involved when he's there, right? So we got to talk, and then that was it. And then he saw, I think, one of my videos and was like, "Oh, you were the guy from the stream." And I'm like, "Yeah, I remember you." But I was like, I know you because I see you in RH. Like I'm not always talking, but I'm often lurking, or I'm talking like it's a great podcast, as everyone knows here watching. So I was familiar with your name. So then, we kind of hit it off, and he would visit my videos. And so because I don't advertise the GameSir Twitch stream. I don't want to make it about that. Like, to me, they're two different things. But when I started it, I did mention it. And I think that's where Matt picked it up, and he was just basically always there. We hung out whenever I stream, except when you guys are on, which is fine. It's expected because you can't remove the greatness from RH. RH is, dude, I love you. Yeah.
He's basically another member of the team in a way, because he really drives that engagement in a lot of our shows and in comment section. I love that guy, truly.
Yeah, same.
So it was cool to hear. I was like, oh, really? I was like, that's a great gig. Yep. And Clef's a good guy. And you matched up with the right situation. So I just take care of our Davis.
Oh, heck yeah.
Number one Davis.
Absolutely. He the best.
National treasure.
The national treasure. So beyond GameSir, what other things I know you've been doing some 3D printing projects, and what other madness are you involved with?
Oh, am I supposed to talk about the after hour things on Friday nights?
Obviously.
Well, not at all. But no, beyond that,
what
there
kind
is
of things are you 3D printing, sir?
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, there you go. Where am I?
GameTechTalk.
No, I know I have them. They're somewhere in the pile. But I do. Oh, geez.
Go to this man's channel. Give him a subscription.
That is commitment. So the other, thank you, I appreciate it. The other venture that I have, which I think you potentially, I don't know, I don't think it's bad of me to say, but maybe you have come in contact with a little more lately, Stubbs, is the Handhelds United group, and we're I like to call ourselves a coalition. They existed before me, but eventually, they were familiar with me. I would sit in their podcast. And they extended an invite. I went there. Eventually, they were looking to add members. Seems like I was the right fit. I knew pretty much all of them. And that happened. eventually, I was there actively working on building something off the ground for HU because their previous venture was not working at that point in time.
Yeah.
So we started Speedcast, and we've been doing that. And man, it's a blast. It's an awesome gang. I love them.
It's been cool. I was on the Speedcast, and that was a lot of fun, and hanging out with everyone there and you guys. And then afterwards, GG invited me over to the Handhelds United group, and it's been awesome. You guys have such a positive community. It reminds me of the start of RH when things were like everything was collaborative. Now we're at the point where there is a split in the community where it's like people with two different mindsets about what this scene's about, I guess I could say.
It would make sense. You guys are so big. How many?
In our Discord, it's like around 60K. But if we were to prune members, people who don't log in, I've been thinking about this. I'm like, how many people are actually active here? Because I am curious. It's got to be a lot less than that. But either way, I just got such a positive vibe being in the energy of the Handhelds United group. So I'm going to be getting involved over there a bit more. And GG has been someone who I've been really enjoying talking to and collaborating with. So
GG is awesome.
You guys found a great group.
Since we're here talking about that, Rob, you got to come on real soon, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bring Rob into the cult next. Make him the leader.
Heck yeah. We're actually, so I love, this is something that we've been, talking in the background. I want to, and we all want really to try to make more space. Like we're coming into our own, but we want to have more guests, lovely groups of creators that we are, and a community that whether it is immediate attachment or, that we are connected in some capacity. There's a lot of great people that we would like to have a blast with. We had Fox, we had you, as you know, we had Tech Guy Bo, we had also Bertie McGee, who's been a moderator for 1X Player for the longest time. He's a great dude. He's an Aussie. Anyone Aussie, I love to hear the accent. So yeah, he was a great guest also. So yeah, we want to make more room for guests. This is something we've been talking about and see how we can make this work. But yeah, that's in the plans. And that, as we just went live, we had our second episode. So we're trying a bunch of things, but we're growing. And the best thing, no matter how fast or how slow, we have such a fun group. I can say easily, I love these guys. And if ever they watch this, I don't really, it's a lie.
Yeah. There's a lot of, it's funny how much camaraderie you find in this space, in this niche, because, we go to CES and we talk to some of these brands at their different things, their get-togethers, and they're like, you retro guys, you guys have this bond with each other that we don't see a lot, among content creation. Like you get the PC groups and you get the, other groups, and you don't see as much cohesion. But the retro guys and then the handheld x86 guys, Handhelds United, it's like there is this bonding that you see, much more collaborative versus, competition with each other.
Yes, and I will give credit where credit is due. I think RH is one of the strongest blueprint for that, for a lot of those communities. And of course, you have now great podcasts now as well, like Nerd Nest, for example, comes to mind. Dude, what a cast. Bill, Rich, Fox, and Russ. Man, what a cast, right?
Yeah.
But, when I think of a group of guys and gals, if it applies, that have just been showcasing that camaraderie, RH is a no-brainer. You guys have brought a blueprint, I think, for a lot of the communities out there that are kind of doing their own. And there's a bunch also that, I there's only so much time in the day, right? But there's a lot of other people having their own communities that, we get to partake every now and then or see. Of
course.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome to be part of something so special.
I think that's the reason why I stuck around so early on too. I joined RH and I'm like, I like it here. This is a nice community.
I thought it was Stubbs, because I know what happens after the episodes with the things he say. Like my earlobes are getting twitchy, and it's very. I'm sorry, I lost focus here.
We do have. It's funny. After we stop recording or we're live, it's it's like, oh man, this is the best conversation we get into. Why aren't we recording this as like a bonus, as an extra episode? It's way, it's way spicier. There's zero, anything, but I still think there would be value. I almost want to just start recording those moments, but it is really the time for us to network as friends and just catch up with each other beyond anything else. But it's nice to clue our people in and our fans into just the full 360 of who we are as people, because we only show a focused wavelength, of who we are, and it's nice to show the whole thing. That's one of the reasons why these offline ones are a lot of fun to do, because we get to, we're not just hyping handhelds and talking news and unboxing e-waste. It's a little more in depth.
We're hyping the person.
We're unboxing Klef. As you can see here, he's got honestly the face buttons, they're top notch. I would say they're more mushy rubber membrane versus clicky. Yep. And also like the D-pad. Can we just talk about that D-pad for a second? Wow. Great. It goes in all the right directions. And the shoulders. Let's just talk about those shoulders. They're nice. They're inline. You can see they're inline. But they totally work, and they're, again, kind of squishy but firm at the same time, and I like that. And the adornments atop the top of it is good too.
This today.
Yeah, you've got the right feel, and your operating system is not the run-of-the-mill Linux or Android. Like, you've got the full Gamma OS on display.
Whole thing.
Your battery life is ridiculous. You barely need sleep.
Yeah, well, I probably need a recharge right about now, but I try to make do,
Yeah, you're running in battery saver mode. And
I'll give you that warning, but still go for 2 hours. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you might be handheld creator of the year. I don't know. We'll have to vote. We'll have to vote and see.
We'll see.
All right, now that I made you slightly uncomfortable, let's pivot. So Ayaneo. Yes. Our old friends Ayaneo. So we've had some back and forth with them, and you and I had a great talk over on whose show? I guess GG's show, your Handhelds United show.
Yeah, the Speedcast. Yeah.
The Speedcast. I didn't realize that you had such a track record of, disdain.
Well, the thing is,
seems to be a theme.
The thing is, well, and anyone want to call me on it, go on my previous videos from 2 years ago when I'm testing. Like 2 years ago, I was kind of memeing on Arthur putting on the body of Steve Jobs. Look, the thing is, I can appreciate a company, and this is very much Ayaneo for me, a company that takes everything and throws everything at the wall. Mm-hmm. And some things will stick, some things will not, some things will fall flat. And that's okay. Where I have a problem is, don't tell me that it's the best thing in the world if you can't back it up. Yeah. That's where I have a problem. It's that snake oil pitch and those deceptions. That's what I have an issue with. And to the point, and yes, you're gonna get me riled up, man.
Oh yeah, go for it. Don't hold back on our account.
So they did the next.
This is after hours conversation, basically. We'll just pretend it's after hours.
So they had a stream earlier today for the next two.
Oh yeah.
And they show the price.
Oh yeah.
16,999 in China and Chinese price.
Mm.
Now here's the thing, for anyone watching thinking that $22.99 is legit, here's why it's not. When you buy on Indiegogo, it is based off of the price of the local seller, in this case being Ayaneo. So the price is going to be listed in Chinese, and then Indiegogo will offer to transfer that amount to your currency. And if you put not the $22.99 that you see here, if you put the $16,999 that they showed on their video, and you put that on XE.com right now, it's $24.50. So maybe Arthur knows in the future how the US dollar is going to be in a couple of days from now. And that's before the fees from Indiegogo or your bank. So likely you're about to pay $2,500. That is deception. And that's what I have a problem with. So yeah, I'm passionate. Stubbs said it.
Passionate man.
Can we just talk about the retail price on the high end, on that high end SKU?
It's wild.
$4,300 US dollars at least.
It's wild. It's wild. Now, to be fair, I like I get that this price is not all Ayaneo. Like there's the whole thing happening with storage and RAM, and I get
for
that.
sure.
My issue is not so much with the prices. That people can decide of their own. My issue is really just the deception with the number that they're showing us.
But you get a gift box, Klef.
Oh, you know what?
You get a microfiber cloth.
Oh, geez, and stickers. Ooh, my lord. Okay,
$1 worth of accessories. Yep.
I got a question for Arter. If I buy 2, do I get 2 times the gifts? Because I might. That's the temptation I needed.
So that's what's going to get you to buy 2 of them.
Yeah, I put all the stickers whenever I have stickers of products.
You have a passport book of stickers.
Yeah, and then I have another one because
I have like multiple of those sticker sheets. That's the best part. They just throw them in everything.
Wow.
And I know I have Ayaneo somewhere in there as well, but yeah,
I love that.
You know what? Maybe I read the page off.
You're a Viturist also.
I am also a Viturist. Yes, I am. So yeah. Ooh, well, actually, you know what? I was not gonna pull out, but
I'll pull it out. Oh, you got?
No.
Oh, yeah. And you got those in a 3D printed box. It looks like. Did you 3D print that box?
No,
is that a regular box?
That's a regular box.
Oh.
What did I 3D print?
Hey, look.
I did a video about that recently. Did you guys see that?
Oh yeah.
I showed you, on the
yes.
What's
Speedcast.
this one? I got a sticker sheet right here of Ayaneo.
Let's go.
There you go.
That's it.
Real gamers know gamers. And you know that as gamers, we love it when we get to spend $4,300 because we want to run the largest language models possible on our handhelds when we're running our games. It's like we hop into to Minecraft or Wobbly Life or whatever game we're playing, immediately jump into programming the future after that.
Absolutely.
We're going to need 128 gigabytes of RAM on our handheld. And I know that a lot of RAM is going to be what you want to pair with the, Ryzen 395.
Yep. To run your local AI models too.
To run your local AI models. And I know, like Nelly was telling me, like just to do like, your AAA gaming, you want 32 and ideally 64 gigabytes of RAM. So that puts you at least at $2,700 for the next 2, which looks big, comfortable as hell. I mean, it does look awesome, but for that price, that is a hard note for me as for a gaming handheld. This is not the price of a gaming handheld. This is the price of something I don't know. You don't want to touch
badass
it.
Workstation.
Yeah,
which you could do with this. Yeah.
Use this as your desktop. Maybe it's a great price for the specs you get in it and as a desktop PC. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me as a gaming handheld. That's where I get confused.
If you pair it with a dock and like you make it this, hybrid handheld / dockable PC just on a compact form factor, I think it has definitely some value. And then when that you undock it, you get that nice, beautiful RGB screen. And I know because I watch your stuff, Rob. I know you've covered that one. The Red Magic Astra, beautiful tablet. And this is
one of my
the
favorites.
panel. Yeah, dude, it's so good. That's the panel that you'll have in the next 2. It's a gorgeous panel. It's OLED, so already
and it's
like
it's
you would
a
expect.
good panel too.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
The response time are great. The color, the tweaking and all. It's awesome. So that'll be compelling. Like I'm not trying to say that the next 2 doesn't have anything compelling. It's a compelling device, but yeah, it is expensive.
You get stickers.
I want the cleaning cloth. That's what I want.
I just got the cleaning cloth. Actually, I got to try out their cleaning cloth for the first time today because I got the vert in.
Man,
Me too.
They make good looking stuff.
Oh yeah, here you go. I have it right here.
Yeah. Let's look at this cloth. Let's review just the cloth. Not. Let's just. Yeah. Look at that.
And the thing is, like the only time Ayaneo ever sent me something was the Pocket S. But
I buy all the stuff.
I bought this.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. I got to try the Pocket S, and it was a loaner. I didn't get to keep it, by the way. I got to try the Pocket S right as the Pocket Evo campaign was ending. Like you had a Pocket Evo for so much less than the Pocket S. How could I? Like, I'm not gonna lie. How could I recommend to anyone to buy the Pocket S when you have the Pocket Evo around the corner? Makes no sense. It's impossible.
Right. OLED.
The
screen,
same problem happened
everything.
with the Pocket Fit and the Pocket S2.
Absolutely.
They had to give a free handheld to make up for the S2 people feeling like, what happened there?
Right. And now
it's the same story just over and over and over again, you know?
And now we're getting that Pocket Fit X86 version, which is what,
looks
$1,000. It does look awesome. You're still
It's
getting
over in
awesome,
red.
yeah.
that crazy good chipset in it.
Of course, you have to buy the $1,300 one to get it, even though the 370 and the 470 are effectively the same chip, basically.
But here's the thing, guys, is that if you order during the pre-order period, you will get this microfiber cloth, apparently.
Oh my
I have
lord!
a secret.
And it's branded.
Oh,
yeah.
Mine's going to probably stay in the plastic wrap forever because I don't care.
I took it out because I want to feel the, like, kind of feel.
You should smell
jealous.
it. Smell
You know
smell
what?
the factories.
Yeah.
I can feel the relaxation that you're probably feeling right now.
It's like a spa day. There's
Yeah.
Either that or it's the
$1,000.
toxic
Yeah.
fumes that are slowly
Yeah.
putting him to sleep.
No, yeah. You know what I'm excited for is the merging. Because I'm loving what you guys are doing up in, and mainly it's a Canadian network. Like primarily it is a Canadian network of creators.
Yeah.
Whereas
We definitely
RH
have
tends
a
to be
good
a lot of, it's a good chunk of Canadians the pattern I noticed. And like with us, it's a good chunk of US creators. So I'm excited for more of the merging because Gigi was talking about, and Okayest Gamer was talking about a game night.
Yes.
Where we take both communities, and we're planning it right now. It's an RH Handhelds United game night where we come together and just do some multiplayer.
Yes.
We haven't done a community game night in our server in so long because,
Yes.
again, as you grow as a community, there's a certain point where it's
hard.
so many people that it's harder to get that intimate community feel anymore. And so we have all these sub cities, these sub societies in the community. And so within that sub-society, like our patron area, there's a good place to collaborate. But man, I would love to foster just what you guys are doing right now. I miss that so much.
I love you guys, but I'm looking forward to beating your.
Oh,
asses.
of course.
Anyway.
Of course. I'm terrible at video games. I'm not good at games. I never claimed to be great. I did claim to be
I'm
great at Metal
terrible
Gear
too,
Solid,
by the way.
and then I did awful at it the other night on stream. But yeah, exactly. Like it's for the fun of the game.
Absolutely.
It's for the fun of am I great at life? No. No. But do I enjoy my life?
That's a
Yeah.
turn. That's a good turn.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do I enjoy the Ayaneo neck? Is this the vert?
Yeah, it looks great.
This is so unnecessary. What is this?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy metal. What is with these buttons? What are we doing? Diamonds? Diamonds are forever. It looks. I mean, obviously, yeah. It's sexy as hell, right? Okay,
It is.
It's sexy.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
it's-
yeah. There's no denying that.
It is.
They make
but-
some pretty
but
beautiful looking hardware.
And
And
so
I think Mikhailov, because I'm pretty sure he showed it. Was it last week on RH podcast? I have been trying really hard not to falter for that Pocket DMG yellow.
Yeah. All right. Isn't it that
Oh,
sexy?
yeah.
Isn't that like? Can we look at that?
That is the ultimate color. That is the
It looks
ultimate
so
color for the
good.
DMG.
It looks
Yeah.
so good.
Oh, I think we got an article on that. Let's see.
Like, that's the
Okay.
thing. Like, Ayaneo, there's a lot of good about Ayaneo, but
There's a lot of bad too.
yes, and I have a hard time looking past
Yeah.
the bad. That's where I have an issue. Sorry, guys.
I know.
But
That's,
it is
again. That's why I never made a video on my channel. I mean,
Never
everyone
once.
knows this by now. But yeah,
It's so funny because I
didn't realize.
associate Ayaneo with you, Rob, so often. But you're right; you never have a video, but we always are talking about Ayaneo on the podcast
because it's just it's tough. There's so many caveats around them, and it's like Klef was saying. I mean, you go and buy this, and then they drop this, and it's like, how am I going to recommend this if this? It's just. That's the thing. It's this perpetual thing where you're trying to keep up with their releases, but you never can. So I just buy them as someone in the hobby, just for myself, basically.
I totally get that. I also have a lot of Ayaneo devices, but the truth is, I should have had like almost double what I have, and the one reason is because they never ship on time. And so after 3 months of waiting, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm just give me my money back, and I will give them that. They refund immediately, but
I knew things were starting to become really bad in terms of their shipping timelines. When I bought, I forget what unit it was. It was sometime middle of last year, and I bought it off of AliExpress, off a reseller, not for a whole lot more than what it was going for on the Indiegogo campaign. And I got it, and Mike was still waiting. Team Retroid was still waiting for whatever unit that was for months after me, and he backed it. And I'm thinking to myself, that's not good. And then it just kind of started to become the theme for the rest of their devices, and it's just, yeah, that's not a good thing.
Well, kind of bringing RH at the forefront, because the video that Zoo has done and that you guys have talked about. Honestly, my best experience from Ayaneo, and I'm kind of giving them flack for that too, but I'm hoping by far best experience buying from Ayaneo in terms of just getting it on time and everything was the Next Light, which would know, Stubbs, because that one was not purchased from a campaign. It was from their website. I remember
that. Yep.
And I'm a little concerned, now that they're moving things to their website. But if I think of that Next Light, I will admit, that was smooth.
That was
that was smooth for me as well. Yep.
Their website,
I remember that. Yep.
Transactions are so much smoother than their campaigns, and it's one of the requests we had of them. One of Zoo's demands was to move to the website, and they are taking, props to them, they're taking on every single challenge that we tossed at them, that others tossed at them, and they are trying. I can see they're trying. I want to see the follow through. I want to see how.
I was going to say now the follow through is key.
What's the shipping going to be?
Well, they have something that just went up for pre-order that says a shipping start end of April on their website. Now the question is it just going to be the same thing that we saw with those campaigns where they claim that something's going to start shipping and then nothing? And now they have the full access to the money because you bought it off their store. So they have a lot to prove still. I really do think they have a lot to prove still in the space in terms of just meeting their deadlines, meeting those timelines in terms of shipments, and just actually keeping up with the promises. And the problem is they just keep putting up more stuff for sale, and that's all they've been doing this year. I mean, we're only 1 month into the year, and how many new products have they put up for sale? I mean, that's
five,
that's the problem.
5 or 6. Yeah, and I gotta say, Klef, again, think that light I had never tried out, and so I won. I won a giveaway once. Do you guys know this? My one giveaway I've won in this space was from Klef here, and I got this baby blue Next Light, and it was gorgeous. It's a beautiful device.
Yep.
So I get it. And so you've tried out Ayaneo handhelds a bunch as well, and
I think we all have in this space. I think if you're in the space, you're curious. It's kind of like as a hobby.
It's like as a creator's, it's something we like to play around with, but it can really suck to review them when you're like customers like, are we going to get this in a month or 2 months? I don't know. I can't promise anything to you because I don't know. So we are still holding back on reviewing their stuff until all we want to see is just one product launch where they fulfill orders in a timely fashion, where they stick to their promises. And yeah, you brought so many good points up, Klef, here. So many damn good points that, I just echo that, man. So thank you.
Yep.
Yeah. So enough
Ayaneo
coverage for Ayaneo on this podcast,
exactly.
I'd say. I was trying to look for the Next Light.
You sure you don't want to...
There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
There it is.
The white and orange is pretty good. You guys, are we sure we're not talking super quick about is it the Pocket Play?
Yeah, let's look at let's wrap it up with the Pocket Play. I'm looking for it.
Which now they did you see they showed off the other colors, and now we know the specs are the Dimensity 9300, I believe.
Yeah, we know the resolution on the screen.
Yep.
OLED, was it 2480 by 1080, or it looks a little thick.
That's what I noticed too. Yeah, it does look a little bit thick.
Yeah, it gives me the impression that it's going to be maybe slightly thicker than a Samsung Fold, but very slightly. I think we're in that range.
Yeah, I'm curious because they showed off some other colors, and I'm like, it looks nice, but again, there's some interesting choices there, Dimensity 9300 is definitely powerful, but I know, again, we do have some issues with driver support. It will never be as good as Snapdragon.
That is factual, and I don't know if
this one right here, that's what I saw.
Oh yes, no, they're gonna get me. They're
the
gonna
do like the
PlayStation
colors.
brand. Yes,
Yeah.
I know.
They're gonna get me with this.
I know.
No.
Colors on the buttons, I like it.
I know. I saw
No.
that one. I was like,
Oh, they
and
have
there's
a red one.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Oh no.
Okay, so the back
Yep.
is flat finally, because man, we were talking
Yep.
about that NHU recently, and I was like, we don't have pictures of the side, we don't have pictures of the back. Like,
Now
what's
we
going
do.
on? Good.
Now we can kind of see it does look a little thick. I don't know how thick it could be, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the actual millimeters are on that.
Man, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
That's the thing, though. You're as someone who's passionate about the hobby and the space, right? We all are, and that's the thing. There's that curiosity, like I gotta just try it out, see what it's like in hands, see what they're cooking up over there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also don't want to support what they're doing because I don't necessarily agree with what they're doing, and so I'm
There
just
are
as much to blame
things-
for it,
There are things I don't personally mind. Like I'm sure you guys have seen that in your own communities. Like people seem to be very angry with the choice of SoC, and I get it to some extent. But honestly, I don't mind it because, as you said, Rob, it's powerful enough, and I get compatibility is not necessarily going to be the greatest, but there's still so much that you can do on Android for gaming.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to lean only on GameHub or emulation.
Correct.
There's streaming.
Correct.
There's a lot of native titles, and you can still do emulation very, very well. You might just not. Do
And we also
every-
forget that, Ayaneo is a Chinese company at first, and mobile gaming is huge in China.
Yep.
So their focus is actually what's on the Play Store and things like that. So
Absolutely, that's
emulation's
a great
kind of like the second thing that you can do with it.
point. Yep.
But
So,
it's funny because the 8300 was in all those Anbernic handhelds, the high-end Anbernic stuff. And I was actually kind of blown away by what you could do with the Dimensity 8300, just in terms of brute force, in terms of power. A lot of things were pretty playable. So with the 9300, yeah, you could probably do quite a bit with that.
I'm down with the SoC. Will I be down with the price though? That we'll see. That we'll see.
Well,
so
I'm
that's
curious about how well the cellular support's going to be too.
Yep.
That's going to be the interesting part.
because you have Red Magic. Unfortunately, being from the magical land of Canada, I don't know the U.S. price, but you get the Red Magic Air 11 Air that's just about to release. Maybe you have it, Rob. Wink, wink.
You have it, Robert.
Yeah.
I actually do not. I do not.
Okay.
No.
So, and that
No.
one is going to release at. It's going to start like 730 Canadian. So that's like $599 US. Dude, can I get it doesn't have the controls.
And that's an
man.
8 Elite. That's got the 8 Elite, which
that's
is
the 8 Elite.
starting to
yeah.
get really good support.
So it's going to be very interesting to see what kind of price point they tackle. But at the same time, no one has done what they're doing. Well, okay, Sony Xperia, but that's ages ago. But beyond that,
Right.
so it's going to be exciting.
this is what Fox has been asking for since the Xperia Play.
Yeah, he probably saw this.
He's
and he
just
was
probably like, man, why did it have to be Ayaneo of all companies to do it? The thing that actually, I also remember the battery. They revealed the battery capacity, which I think is 5,000 milliamp hour, and that's it'll be
for that
interesting to
little
see.
shell?
Oh, you find it's a
that'll be
little too low?
With a lot of mobile companies moving towards 10,000, 7,000, 8,000 being now kind of the norm.
Fair.
So
The
it'll be
dichotomy
interesting.
It's funny. So you just said that, Rob, is a positive, and here's I got to pull this back up again.
Oh, I know what you're. I know what that article's already about before. Is it about the silicon carbide batteries being dangerous?
No, oh God, so that's another thing, I guess. But no, it's this comment. Like you're just saying right here. This guy, first thing on the post, only 5,000 milliamp hour is a joke. If it's more expensive than the 15R, which has 7,400, this phone is pointless. Oh, okay.
Because that's
And
what
there
I
were
mean.
some
Like a lot of
responses.
especially the Chinese companies are pushing the boundaries of battery capacity, right? And now you're starting to see 10,000, as the high end in terms of in these mobile phones, and that's a lot of battery, in same size shells. So yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, and
I do worry about the price too. I'm curious what the price is going to be on this. That's another determining factor. Again, Ayaneo needs to understand and realize they're competing with some very competitive companies in China. Like Klef said, Red Magic is one that comes to mind as being very competitive on pricing all the time, and you kind of know what you're going to get with them. They've been around for a while now. You know what the experience is like over there, and they also sell on Amazon. They sell globally, so yeah,
Great products.
yeah.
OLED screen on this little bad boy. Okay, this one, I really hope they get everything together for themselves in time for the launch of the Pocket Plate, because that's one that I would.
This one could be a product that
they
could redeem themselves with a bit.
Yeah,
I think nail the launch. Yeah,
I want to be optimistic for Ayaneo, and I'm optimistic for all these companies because I just like to see the scene grow, thrive. Fair. It is a chance. This year is their make it or break it year. I feel like they have a chance to come back, or they have a
lot
chance
to prove.
But they do have a lot to prove, so it's going to be an uphill battle still. Or they have the opportunity to kind of completely contract back into a very small niche where they have a loyal fan base, which they've always had, and that fan base will continue to support them. But the bigger scene, I don't think will be so supportive.
I don't know, man. I would love for them to, like, that's the thing. And man, I love what you just said, Stubbs. And the reality is I'm exactly where you are. I would love for Ayaneo to be like, these are great speakers. We really took our time to, do something great. And then I powered the device and I'm like, oh, it does sound good. Finally.
Here we go.
I would love that. And to be fair, they have gotten better on a lot of things, but to me, it's just find that balance. Either lower the sales pitch a little bit, or if you want to give that amazing sales pitch, just bring the components to the point. Their Android device are amazing, right? But the software, how is it that you, to this day, you don't have a PS mode that would allow me to play natively the Remote Play app for my PS5 streaming? Now, I get you can get PX Play, but it's like, do you really care about your consumers if you're offering a product that is tailored for gaming and you're not doing those little details that should really cater to gamers? And that's why I'm like, man, they gotta show up for their customers a little bit at least. Oh yeah, let's go. I'm sorry, I was going to go off again on Ayaneo. I'm sorry.
No, so this involves Ayaneo. So here's a cursed image. This is somebody who's loaded on the IS-based software onto their alien Thor.
Wow, why?
So not to throw anyone under the bus, Matt Davis, but he likes to have this software. And I was like, I didn't even know that was possible to throw on IS.
Does it actually work? Does it work with the Thor?
I guess it does, yeah. And so he likes to have that sidebar you can pull out. And you know what? Fair. I don't have any complaints about their what do you call this?
The UI?
The UI, the side panel.
UI is nice.
But the overall Android software, the launcher, all that, it is a mess, and it continues to be a mess, and it's tough. And I just wanted to share this as an anecdote because it made me laugh last night. Matt, I hope I'm going to ask your permission actually before publishing this, but I was like, what?
Yeah, I'm
amazing.
I didn't know that. He's been raving about the Thor. I'm so happy for him.
Loves it.
But he didn't share that detail with me.
I didn't know that was a thing. I want to learn. I want to be like, okay, how do I do that? I want to mess around with that.
That's impressive. That is impressive. I had no clue.
But see, everyone has their own preferences in the hobby too. That's the other thing. And so it's nice that he can do that and he likes it like that. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. And you game the way you want to game,
And you're right about
critique someone for that.
And Klef, to go back to, you're talking about speakers, which like the Pocket DMG, great speakers because it has this like surround sound experience. But I gotta say, I still give the crown lately to Asus, but their MSI's clapping back with their A8, and they have these two front firing big old speaker grills. So I'm about to review this. I don't know if they're great or not yet, but on the showroom floor they sounded pretty good. But MSI truly do put the effort into their speakers. So I gotta give.
They definitely have some of the best in the space. Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it is with me and speakers, but like to me, when a company takes the time to really tweak their speakers, I don't know. I feel like it's like you care about me. You're giving me
loved.
Yeah. And dude, one of the experience that completely shattered my expectations was the Valve Index. Those speakers that over the ear, I was like, oh, I didn't know a device so compact has speakers so good. And then the Steam Deck also has great audio. To your point, the Xbox, dude, that is the best speakers ever seen on a VR headset.
So good.
It is wild how good those little speakers are.
Valve Index, Half-Life Alyx, let's go.
To me, when a company takes the time to like really tweak their speakers, it gives me that little spark of magic that it's like, okay, you care about me as a consumer. It's not just about a profit, which don't get me wrong. I come from a corporate background. I understand the importance of making a profit to keep your company be relevant. I get that. But show that you care just a little bit. Do the effort to give the consumers an experience that is positive, and that'll go a long way. And that's why, a company like Ein, the way that they tweak their software, those little details for me,
yes.
I gotta get them
credit. They are the champs in the space for Android. I mean, and Retroid too, right alongside them.
Yep.
RP6,
I'm
love
jealous.
this. You got to get an RP6, Klef.
Dude, it's in Toronto.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
It'll be there soon.
Yeah.
Did you get the purple? Did you get lavender?
I actually went silver because the one reason why I grabbed, the one I saw Russ's video. The one reason why I went with the RP6 was because I know it's janky. I get it's not necessarily great, but I wanted a 16:9 double stack because the Thor is amazing. I love it. We all love the Thor.
Oh yeah,
but double stack 16:9.
Double stack me. It's not like Russ was saying. It's a little janky. You got to move off center to make it work, but it does work well, and it looks beautiful.
See, the funny thing is, I got it pretty close centered.
Really?
On mine.
And it was okay.
I don't know what's up with Russ's unit, but mine was pretty centered.
Mine was also off center, but maybe if you had a little bracket.
I have the
spacer.
retail unit though, so that's the only difference. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's retail. I'm not a cool cat like you guys.
Maybe.
Yep.
You're the coolest cat I know. You're a Viturist.
Exactly.
So
if you look at my video, in my review video, it's pretty close. The only thing that's annoying about it is it blocks the part of the power and the volume up and down. But I mean, it's fine. It works.
It's good to go.
Yeah. I didn't have any issues with it. It's actually awesome with Wii U. It's really good with Wii U.
Oh,
because you get the two 16:9 screens.
Oh.
Yeah, you double stack that.
So here's the thing that sent me on this quest is y'all remember, especially you Stubbs, that Pimax portal. I still have that guy.
I still
with
have
the magnets. Yeah,
This
and
we were heading down a cursed timeline with that one.
Fair. But it was that one device I had that had the exact same size of screen. It's a 5.5. And when I slapped it on the Pimax portal, it doesn't have USB-C video out. But when I slapped it, because I never had a Retroid Pocket 5. So when I slapped it on the Pimax portal, I was like, okay, I need that matching 5.5 OLED. Oh man, I'm super excited for the Retroid Pocket 6.
Oh, dude, the Retroid Pocket 6.
Such a nice device.
It is so.
I would show you my purple one, but it's at my bedside. If it tells you anything.
That tells everything.
Always by my bedside. This is the one I've been playing every night lately. It is. I will be a Retroid shill and say it's the best thing they've ever done. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It plays well. It feels good. The grip even adds.
See, that's the thing. I love seeing companies improve and iterate on their past products, and you can really see the improvement from the beginning to where they are now. And they've come a long way. They've learned a lot. They still make mistakes, but they're learning.
Well, mistakey poos.
Yeah.
Super quick. Shout out to Chris Covers, because for me, that was from the outside looking in his videos with the dual screen. That was like, man, I was waiting because there was barely any footage, and he dropped a bunch of videos with showing the double stack, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait. So shout out to Chris Covers. Oh my god, purple on purple.
You know what? You can center it if you have. Wait a minute. Oh, it's backwards.
Just noticed it.
Hold on though. If you have,
I thought he was doing it to like measure it or something. I'm like,
no. If you have, let me show you guys this real quick. Nope, that's not right.
So I know, like I moved it, I adjusted it just to the point where it's touching the USB cable, and it's pretty close to centered, honestly.
I can get it centered now because it has the grip on it. The grip adds just enough space of a bracer to not, now I'm not pushing the power button and the volume button, so I can get it perfectly centered with the grip on.
Look at the bottom. How is the clearance for your USB cable? Because I mean, for mine, it was fine.
It doesn't close completely?
Not with the grip on, no.
Not with the grip, I guess, but it will without the grip.
Okay.
Oh, this also
never
has
seen
my little volume button 3D printed.
Yeah, which you obviously wouldn't be able to use because it's a little bit of a different setup.
Great Etsy shop. I forgot their name. Sent this, but yeah, these are available. You can add this if you want to be able to push your
That's
buttons
smart,
still
yeah.
on your RP5.
I'm pretty sure. I
yeah.
guarantee you we'll start seeing some 3D prints for the RP6 to make the power and the volume up to work again. Because it is sitting over them. It's just that it covers half of the power button, which you can still, press down on and use it.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Yeah, and there's enough of like a little
work.
bit of a lip of a clearance where it's not pressing down on it when you're gaming, so that's good too.
Yeah. Like there's definitely something that could be designed there.
Mm-hmm.
Move this over a little bit.
The one thing I wish they like, I'm okay with the jank.
Yeah, so you have the retail cable.
This is the
There you
retail one. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
I wish
it's centered. Yeah.
they had made the charging through the screen just better. That's the one thing that is absolute trash. But beyond that, I'm so excited to use that pairing.
I think it's not bad, like if you just leave it as a dedicated thing, where
Yeah.
you're not messing around with it a whole lot,
Yeah, but like
it
if you
feels
want
a
to
little
charge,
bit janky, but it's actually not that bad. Like when I was playing Wii U again, I'm like, it was awesome. I was like, this is great.
I'm
Two
super
69 screens Wii U. I'm like, this was awesome.
do you have? I went D-pad up like Stubbs has it.
So I went D-pad up for the unit I purchased myself, but
Okay.
for the review unit, I got the joystick on top because I wanted to see the differences, see how they feel, But
So do you feel that like what's your okay. Do you feel that the D-pad up has some like are the sticks still decent to use?
I
Especially
have
with
not
the-
gotten my retail one yet.
Fair
I have not
enough.
gotten it yet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I like
but
the
it was
D-pad up.
joystick up top. It was comfortable though. So for anyone who's curious about how D-pad is with it being on the bottom, it's still pretty comfortable.
I haven't tried the joystick top version yet. I ordered one. I'm waiting on it still, but
Same.
But so
Yeah,
far, I
mine-
love
mine-
the
mine, yeah.
I love the comfort of playing just platformers and anything you can do in the retro.
And the Retroid D-pad
genre.
is so good too. It really is so good. Yeah.
So now that I want to,
I saw Fred making a couple of videos about the D-pad, and
I'm so
he
excited.
was this close to making love to it.
It is the sexiest D-pad. It feels amazing. It is like,
It's a great D-pad.
and now that's the
But
problem.
the crystal aspect of it just takes it to the whole nother level now.
I'm hyped. But now because I'm sitting with you guys, like am I allowed to say that my nip are erect?
Yeah.
All right. Satisfying.
Here we go. Like I'm just gonna show the fingers right now.
Yeah, that's what we
So
need.
what I was about to say, now of course, you guys now that I'm here, you guys have to tell me the secret information.
Okay.
For the RG Vita.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I want. I know you guys have details. You're holding on to details. Come on.
Surprisingly, we're not.
Yeah. No, we. Okay, here's the thing.
Typical Anbernic fashion.
We just got the spec sheet for it. There's a pro version and the standard. By the time this episode airs, the reviews will already be out, so it's fine. We can talk about it here. So you'll get to know. Ahead
Wait,
of
is
time.
this serious?
Yeah. I can
Typical
talk about that
Anbernic.
here.
Typical Anbernic.
Because again, And if it's
All I
not-
know is I have a unit on the way because I get the DHL notification and then I have to pay the freaking fee, and then that's how I know it's
I'm gonna have to
specifically
do more-
Anbernic.
I'm gonna have to start doing retro handhelds. I'm
Yeah,
jealous right now.
Absolutely. And if you need any contacts or network or like just
Man,
anything there, let me know.
I see. That's the thing. I get it. They have a couple of bad apples, but Anbernic is a company I've been always overall very happy with, and I love that whole nostalgia line. I didn't get the RGDS. I was really on the fence, and I kind of regret it. But the RG Vita, no, okay, cool. But the Vita though, okay. So can you tell me this? Vita and Vita Pro, do they have the same SoC? No, eh?
No, I don't think so. We don't know all the Vita Pro information yet. That one's coming a little bit later. So we're going to get the standard version first, reviews for that. And then separately later, we'll get the Pro and be reviewing that. So, but let me show you
Oh man, I'm hyped.
what we got here. And again, I'll just say as a disclaimer to Anbernic, if they're watching this, by the time this airs, embargo will be up. So If not, we'll edit it out. But
Hi,
which
Anbernic.
I will say, that's definitely something with Anbernic where, man, they announce products, they ship products. I mean, like,
Yep.
I don't know how they do it, but they do it.
And you know, I know they were taking a lot of flag back then when they were doing Linux, but one thing I appreciated from Anbernic, every device that shipped with Linux was better than the previous. And I get, like, I'm not talking about glitches, but I'm just talking about the package as a whole. That's something that I personally appreciated, even though, oh, really?
Yeah.
it's unfortunate. I'm afraid I might take a little wind out of your sails right now with the reveal here.
You're taking the wind out of my sails too, because they didn't send me over the spec sheet, but they sent the unit on the way. It's just like typical.
Yeah, so it's a 5.46 IPS, which I wish it had the OLED Vita screen like they used in the RG505. That would have been a neat option to have, but it's going to be, we're going back in time to the Unisoc T618. So we're talking a couple gens back now. 3 gigabytes for RAM or what is that? They're saying this is storage. 3 gigs plus, no, okay, that must be RAM. 3 gigs RAM, 64 gigabytes storage, Wi-Fi 5, Android 12, all right. We got the usual Anbernic stuff here with 5,000 milliamp hour battery, 8 hours battery life, 3D Hall joysticks, great, gyroscope, all that stuff. It'll be, people will want this probably for the form factor, the feel, the ergonomics.
The black one is
clean.
Is really clean.
Black one's nice, clean, and the retro one also looks nice.
Just a little confusing on the Vita design, that's all.
The one thing we heard about this so far is from the Fox. He got his unit in, and he can't believe that they changed their D-pad from their tried and true D-pad.
I saw his X post. Yep.
That works, that they have done so well on. They decided to go towards that Vita clicky style, which I applaud them for trying. But the way he described it, the way he presented that tweet felt like, I don't like this D-pad. So I'm very curious to see what.
But if it's like the Vita D-pad, that's okay, because the Vita D-pad was actually quite good. And
right.
Again,
well, I'm getting a feeling here because clicky. Okay, I'm not personally. I prefer membrane or micro switch.
Then.
Yeah, exactly.
It's probably a dome switch. Yeah,
a dome, but I would assume that it's probably a very short travel, which the Vita had like a decent amount of travel. So yes, it was. Dome, but it was comfortable to use. It was dome, right? The Vita?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. But if Fox didn't like it, I'm willing to bet that it's gonna have too short a travel. So comfort is not there.
Okay, look, I love Carey. I love him dearly. He's like my one of my heroes from YouTube. But when I watched him play a fighting game with the MSI Cloud D-pad, I don't know how he was doing it. But he doesn't use D-pads like the rest of us mere mortals do.
True. And so here's exactly what he said. Vita means life. The Anbernic RG Vita has arrived, and I can't believe they went with a different D-pad. That's practically sacrilege. So I mean,
but in what way? That's Carey, you little
and Shem. That is genuinely insane.
Man,
but so here's a real world.
Did they go with like a membrane-based D-pad?
Oh no! I just assumed
maybe
they're doing
that's
clicky.
what it is.
I'm assuming they're doing dome, but my god, what if they didn't?
That's what I'm saying. What if it's like a membrane-based D-pad on a Vita-looking device?
This matches the Vita. That is Vita back. That is the back of a
literally
Vita
a Vita back.
That is a Vita 2000.
I don't know. I think I would be open to a membrane as long as it has a pivot.
If it's good, yeah. I mean,
if it's a membrane without pivot, so we'll see.
You mean you don't want an additional face button where you could press down the whole D?
Yeah, it's like a fidget toy. Like you push it down.
Those are my favorite kind of D-pads where you just press down the whole thing in the middle.
No, especially when it has
awful.
I love it. I love it.
And this is the non-pro T618 model.
There you go.
And here's people's thoughts on that. It's gonna fail. Damn.
Yeah.
It caught me.
I'm actually very surprised too. I was not expecting to see that in the spec sheet.
And I guess
of course I joked that I said the standard was H700 and the Pro was going to be the RK3566. So
well, I think at least the Pro people seem to think is going to be the T820, which could be possible. I don't know yet. The thing that sucks about this is that they're doing 2 SKUs. I don't remember them doing any kind of pro, non-pro before.
Yeah.
So it's very strange that they're doing it this way. I have to imagine the price of the standard, though, has got to be under $100. That is the only way they're going to pull this off. That is the only way, because at that price point, you're looking at the RGDS around $100. You're getting a bit weaker chipset, even compared to this with that handheld. But it works because it has that gimmick of being a dual screen, and it does play DS games pretty well. And it's getting better all the time with Gamma OS, and battery life is getting better. Things are getting better.
I guess Anbernic looked at it this way. It doesn't matter what chipset we put in there, right? Because, I mean, Vita emulation is kind of very hit or miss right now, even to this day. I mean, so...
But it's not...
just going to be a whole lot more miss with the T618.
Yeah, this is not going to be able to emulate Vita coherently with the non-Pro. Maybe the Pro, depending on the chipset, but this bottom SKU does not make a lot of sense to me.
Well, here's what it's going to emulate from the Vita. The PS1 emulator from the Vita. That's all there is.
And PSP backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
I mean, on that chip, like, you can do PSP, right? But I would think you can't go too high on multiplier for resolution.
No.
You're going to be close to 1x, maybe 2.
Yeah, I think it's very game dependent, but I mean, a lot baseline, just 1x, yeah.
What was the RG505 also a T618? I can't remember now. It was, right?
And that actually had OLED, it was the Vita's OLED screen.
Yeah, it was the Vita screen. That was
I had the 505 somewhere.
Why don't they just re-release the 505 at a cheaper price point? Like, that's all we need, right?
So this is the Vita 2000 edition.
Right, this is the RG505 Pro.
Oh man.
Wild. This is wild. Anbernic is just wild.
We'll see, but maybe there's a...
They got no to give.
Right.
I'm sorry.
That's 3.
I don't care. It was worth it.
It was worth it. This is a PSP, basically, and it looks like a Vita, much like they had their... What was it?
It has down-firing speakers.
Their RG Arc couldn't play Saturn, really, that well. So...
Which, again, this is kind of like... We're doing this again, yeah.
Yeah, and so it's just I don't get why the bottom SKU. There has to be method to the madness, I would hope. They also released a controller recently, which have you reviewed, Klef? Are you going to review that one, the G01?
Anbernic don't know I exist, which is okay.
Anbernic, so send it to Klef because we need somebody to review this controller and let us know why.
The heart monitor?
Can I show it to you?
Yeah, absolutely. And I watched Russ's review. Like, dude, he cracked me up so bad when he talked about the heart rate monitor.
It doesn't work. Why?
Which is, a very legit take. What did he say? Something along the lines of, I don't need something to tell me when I'm excited. I know when I'm excited. Something like that. I get it.
I told the guys when I got the controller in my hands, I just flat out said, I hate this. I hate it.
You have to pull the D-pad out.
Anbernic, I can't.
They have this glossy plastic covering.
It's just.
And then when you pull it out,
you would think it would be ergonomic too. It just feels awful in the hands.
You get the vibration motor exposed.
I find that ergonomic style is kind of polarizing, but I can understand
for sure. Yeah, it's very subjective, obviously. Yeah.
The Membo V1, because it's basically the Membo V1, the Membo V2, and then the Compang.
It's the Membo V1 at home.
Worst version is what I understood from Russ.
Yeah,
yes,
I think that's
100%.
That's fair to say. And then there's a Compang from Beitong, which that one like destroys the Membo ones, but it never made it out of China because it has this weird mini game in it, and it's all in Chinese. But it's the exact same shape. So, I'm sure it has some redeemable qualities. If they want to send it, I'll review it. But I don't know that I'm excited about the heart rate monitor, which, yeah.
Oh, so it comes with a removable D-pad, but there's nothing to swap it to.
Make it make sense.
Also, it's very easy to snap.
I say,
it's very easy to snap the clips when you put it back in. You have to be careful because I almost snapped the clip right off.
I will say I appreciate Anbernic like kind of branching off. Because
this will be their second time doing a controller, and I get it. They're trying to fill in their portfolio. I mean, it makes sense,
Like the first one was super decent, which actually, again, thank you, Stubbs, because that's why I reviewed it. That's because you sent me a unit. Stubbs.
Oh yeah,
you were the one to send me a unit.
I like that one better.
The new one, the one you're holding right now?
No, the one that I sent
also
to you,
did.
the P01.
The no frills. It's just no
It's like
frills. It's a cheap
$15,
controller.
You know,
It was an amazing value. Now the thing was, with which my understanding is they're still doing it with this one, where the shipping, and then they charge Quebec taxes. I'm in Quebec, as if Anbernic sends my Canadian government a check.
I'm sure
every
they
month.
are. I'm sure they are.
Yeah. So like that's a little, but
They're like,
still,
wait,
despite
we can charge taxes and make more money.
Yeah. So you know what? If Prime Minister Carney is watching that, call me. I got some deets for you. No.
All of a sudden, Anbernic gets raided by the Canadian government.
it's such a strange thing, though. I don't know. It doesn't inspire joy other than the colorway. I like the yellow. That's fun.
The yellow looks gorgeous.
It does look cool.
I'm sure it's a fun controller, but I don't know. I have a soft spot
Mine
for
came with
Anbernic.
the joystick cap. It has the height one, the taller one, and it's stabbed through the middle.
Whoa.
Oh, right. It has a little pin. Someone took a pin and put it.
Dang.
It's cursed.
Yeah, we're gonna unbox this stuff. Look at this stuff Monday. The Vita might be here in time for. Well, that's tomorrow.
So I can almost tell you that even though I have tracking and it's probably in the U.S. already, I won't get it tomorrow because I haven't been sent the bill yet for the tariffs. And what happens is I could pay it literally 6 a.m., clear it, and it hasn't even gone on a truck, but they'll still just hold it until the next delivery day. So probably Tuesday for me.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sure Stubbs and I will be doing
you'll see
something with that. Yeah,
you'll see a live stream on that. And I also want, before we get out of here, you're also covering so at the beginning I said you're a controller channel, and I didn't get around to the other part of what you do, which is of course handhelds, x86, some Android, and XR glasses, which I'd like to get your take on just the latest round of XR glasses. Yes, mainly so Viture is my favorite. I like the Ray Neos as well, but the Viture, the Beast, I really personally love more than the Lumas, more than the One Pro or whatever the last gen was I tried out.
Yep.
What do you think about the Beast?
Dude, the Beast, they're awesome. There was maybe a couple of misfires with the launch, just because they launch with features getting introduced after the fact with firmware upgrades.
120 hertz, right? Was one of them
120 hertz. There was the side view, and there's one that is still missing. I can't remember which, but Viture has been delivering updates like very frequently. The quality on the glasses is absolutely peak. I know there's X-Real, which I was supposed to review at some point, but they ghosted me, which are comparable to One Pro. We're in the same range because, and as you know, Stubbs, the one thing amazing with the Beast, and my understanding, X-Real also improved it because I did try the one at some point. Yeah. And you can lock your image in screen, and that's such a big feature. Now, I'm a gamer, and I don't get nauseous at all. I can shake my head with the Beast, and I have the following. Yeah, I don't get nauseous. But for those who do, having that feature is major. There's a little bit of post-processing, but apparently X-Real has improved greatly, and the Beast, from what has been shipped with their units, it feels great for gaming. Like you have very, very little latency. So the benefits that you get is a positive, all things considered. But here's what I've been testing. Actually, the video is supposed to release, I don't know, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Have you heard about these guys?
No.
What?
No.
Please do share.
The Inmo. So here's what this is. This runs Android on the glasses.
Oh, it's built into it, so no neckband.
Wait, no. Does it get hot though?
A little bit, but they have like this padding. This has a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, so you can even do some emulation with it. And why can't I take this off right now? Anyways, usually it's see-through. It's completely see-through. And there you go.
See, Viture does the neckband, right?
Yes,
this is all built. Wow,
this is all built in. No wires. You just put them on, and you have your Android, and it's very flat Android. Like it's not one of those Android TV. So it's pretty interesting. I've been running Moonlight on this thing. I've been doing some emulation. It's very first gen as a product, but to me XR glasses are some of the most exciting tech right now because the future of what this could mean is huge, dude. Having a computer in your glasses, who would have thought? So This is very exciting.
What was it? The Techno Parrot or something like that? Like they had an x86
Yes.
PC inside of.
Yeah. Well, Zoo reviewed it.
Yeah, the Pocket, the Techno Pocket.
Yeah,
Techno Pocket.
Yeah.
But that was a clunky thing and
Yeah, because
crazy
they
to
built
me,
it
'cause
into the controller.
It was in the
so
controller.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is all self-contained. So how do you access and interact with the UI then?
That's a great question, Stubbs. So
You'll have to wait for his review.
Sorry.
well, I can tell you super quick. It
yeah.
comes with this, which is a touchpad.
Oh,
It
that's
also
cool.
comes
That's
with
really
a
cool.
ring. The ring is like a pointer.
Oh, Stubbs is
Wow.
all for this. Minority
Yep.
Report all the way.
There you go. And then there's also there's a touchpad on the right arm. And then it's Android. So if I know I'm going to be playing a game, I just power my controller.
Yeah.
And I navigate with that as well. Or you could plug a keyboard, a mouse. It's Android. So it's got Bluetooth.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty fun.
Okay.
It's expensive though.
Okay. Well, I look forward to your review. And I've never heard of that one. Is it their first product from that company?
No, it's not their first product, but we're starting to see the first gen of these. Meta has something they released like a couple of months ago, but Meta, they're using their own operating system. It's only
Right.
one eye. So
Okay.
that's what I like with these. It's both eye, it's Android. So, you have a bunch of app that you can just download.
Which
It
is
just
nice.
works.
Yeah.
And it's a Snapdragon 6 Gen 1, right? So you won't be running powerful emulation or highly demanding emulation, obviously, but something like SNES, Genesis, probably some PS1, you're good to go. So you can just pop the glasses while in the car, while waiting, while the groceries are happening, kind of thing. Just put your glasses on. Battery kind of sucks, but you can be tethered. Breaks the experience a little bit because that's what the value is, right? No cables whatsoever. It's cool, but it's also $1,099, so it's not cheap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm now looking it up a bit more. I'm not finding a ton yet, but I'm guessing it's not for order yet, right?
I believe it is now up on Amazon.
On
And-
Amazon?
Oh.
On Amazon, yeah. So
Here's the Air 3000. So $1,100 for it though. But
Wow.
you're getting micro
Wow.
OLED 1080p glasses. The ring is not included for this price. So if you want to add in the ring,
Yeah.
how much is that going to be?
$150, I think. But the ring is nice. Like it's honestly, I will say having them both, they each make a certain aspect of navigation nice, but it's like you can make do without the ring.
The Photoshop
Okay.
job is not quite good.
That's a little different. So we get the auto AI.
Yeah, the auto AI is surprisingly efficient, but it's the voice and it never stops talking. Like it talks too much, too many words, dude. And
Okay.
you can't. So it's the voice of a lady. You can't tell her to stop. You can't like say something and she'll stop to listen. So it's just like, man, it takes forever. Oh, actually, if you're on Amazon, oh wait, do they have it? Because I might have my Amazon video, but wait for the YouTube one. It's much better.
Okay.
Because Amazon, like you have to filter things out for those reviews.
To do it. Okay. There are influencer videos here.
Yep. Okay, so the
There you
fifth
go.
one. Yep. Klef's View. That's the one.
Klef's views.
Yep. That would be the one.
Let's see. You guys getting audio from this?
No, but it's
No.
fine.
That's okay. You got subtitles.
But honestly, you'd be much better off waiting for the YouTube one because like that one doesn't have music. I cut the portion of the ring because I didn't want to confuse people with something that
Which
you
is-
cannot
which
get
is
on
fair.
Amazon.
Yeah, that's
So,
fair.
yeah.
Beautiful man there. That is still. I've never done an Amazon video before, but this is kind of cool. They have this laid out.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, and it's still a high quality video you put up here. I mean, look at the B-roll and everything. I mean,
I don't
Dang.
usually do that. I don't usually like do because this is a reformatted for Amazon.
uh-huh.
But usually I have like independent videos for Amazon and independent videos for YouTube. But every now and then, like a product this complex, it was just better off that I do like a 1-to-1, just slightly changed.
Cool. Yeah, no, you're so good at this stuff. You're able to convey this to your audience, and then like the visuals you combine it with is some of the best that I've seen. I mean, and just the humor you add in, and just the heart too. It's good. I'm gonna stop puffing you up. But you're not really a guy with an ego to begin with, so I'll continue to puff you up. Screw it.
Appreciate it. Thank you. It's fine, though.
You and Rob both. You guys, you guys just are passionate about the products, and you show off your passion and what makes you excited. And Klef, you lean more towards the brand collabs and the, I don't know if you want to call it sponsorship angles. And
I mean, I've done a couple of sponsorships, but really ads, like they're not sponsorship for the product. That I've never done. But it happened like I want to say maybe half a dozen times where, for example, I have a sponsor of a battery company when I'm reviewing.
Which I think that there's nothing wrong with that at all.
No,
I've
there's
been enjoying it.
There's a lot of strategies, for being successful as a content creator, and that is an avenue that's important, especially if you want to try to make a living doing this.
Yes.
Yep.
There's just certain things, and I mean, I'm still learning myself over here in RH. Like, we're still exploring some sponsorships. Zoo's releasing a review for an AI lawnmower shortly.
During the snow season.
Yeah. I think he has to wait for March or when it's a little bit warmer. But and then they sent him two of it. They sent him two lawnmowers.
Wow.
So he's like, I'm gonna tie it in with retro handhelds. Don't worry. I'm like, all right, we'll see.
So it's self-driving, like.
Yeah,
That's
just
awesome.
mows your lawn, and I would hope that it has some sort of system to realize that's a cat. Don't stop. Don't run it over.
Oh man.
But who knows in today's world? Maybe it's the catless version, and it's just like there will be no more cats in the yard.
So I love cats. I have a cat, but maybe you sprinkle some catnip on your grass.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens when that lawnmower goes.
Oh.
Well, don't use your cat.
No, not exactly.
Like an NPC cat, like a robot cat.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
we'll have to build one.
One that has batteries in them, and
Yeah. So then you'll know if you can release your real cat into the yard.
voila.
So is it cat friendly?
Yep. Or maybe those Boston Dynamics dogs.
Yeah.
Maybe you try that. Well,
That's what you missed at CES. You missed these dogs. They're dancing around in these angry, crazy robots.
Did he really miss anything though?
No, CES
I
wise,
missed the people.
You missed nothing. You just
the people.
Yeah. I'll keep
Missed
giving
you
you a
guys.
hard time till you come back.
That's
Although
okay.
I don't know if I want to go another year, to be honest with you.
Oh my God! See what he's doing? Like now he wants to make me feel bad because I didn't go. I missed my chance to see stuff.
Trust me, I didn't really feel like going.
Lying.
I didn't really feel
He's
like
going
going
next year.
But I like
you
seeing my friends. That's what I like. I like
There
the
you
people, and I'm sure I'll be talked into it. But every year I'm like, it's not necessary. We can do this over email. I don't need to be in a convention full of 150,000 people.
That's what's necessary is those connections.
The connections.
'Cause, man, you
The
come back
networking,
home
yeah.
and like you're refilled of all those great social interactions, and you think about your friends and you're looking forward to the next time. And I know like you have a couple of meet over the year. Like you were with Fox at some point, you were with Russ at some point. You guys
The
went
little
for dinner.
meetups. Yeah.
Yeah, like, but CS is special.
Yeah. It's become more of a tradition than anything, I feel like. And people do seem to appreciate the reporting, and we always do a wrap-up podcast. I'm like, hey, here's 10 crazy things we saw that we think might be interesting.
Yeah.
And there's always stories you get. So there's pros and cons to it. But this episode is starting to run a little long. What are you guys feeling? Do we want to stretch it out or do we want to contract it out?
I mean, I think we covered a lot, right?
Covered
We
some
did.
ground.
Yeah. We talked about a lot of things.
We did a lot of things. Here's Sonic. He likes to dance for us.
Oh, that's like old school Sonic.
That's the old
He's
one.
all. Well, before we end it, I do want to say thank you guys for having me, and it's been a pleasure to hang out. Like it's always fun. It's always easy. Yeah, I love hanging out with you guys. So it had been a minute, and episode or no episode, I'm just happy to get to have
Same.
shoot the
Same.
It's
shit.
always good to catch up.
There
Yeah.
you go.
We took on a lot last year, and so we ended up having to sort of stop doing the offline guest podcasts on top of everything else. But this year it's like, oh man, let's do the rounds and just catch up with our people, and also bring in some new faces like Nelly and Gigi and Kay is going to be doing his first podcast.
I'm really excited for that.
I'm looking. So wait, is he going to be on camera, or is he going to do like
Probably he won't be on camera, as I understand it, but we did a dry run of the episode because he kind of wanted to get comfortable with what like to podcast, and so that went well, and he's excited. Now we're excited to have him.
Well, I saw him on the RH podcast in the comments. Like, I think every time I see his name, it's like I'm so excited to do the podcast. So he's legit. He's excited. So
he's a great guy. Yeah.
I really enjoyed talking to him.
Yeah. And we enjoyed talking to you. So thank you for coming by the show. Let's go ahead and get out of here, everybody. Go check out GameTechTalk over on YouTube. It is I believe it's at GameTechTalk, all one word.
Yep.
And subscribe, comment, like, check out if you want to be informed about controllers. We got Ban on our team, who's our local resident controller guy. But if you really want to get in depth with controllers, I really feel like Klef, you're the place to go to for that. And we learn a lot too. So so very good. So once again, we want to thank you all watching for our show as well here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more of that jazz. Like, comment, share with your grandma. And also, once again, thank you to our channel members, our patrons, and our subs who make everything possible for us at RH. Perks with us start for as little as $3 a month, technically $2.99 right there. Join us in our Discord to chat and play games. And join us on the next episode of the podcast on Mondays. We're going to be diving into the latest and greatest in handheld news. We got more live streams coming up. We got the Claw A8. We got Asus products. We got the Flow, Kojima Flow 13. We're looking at their Pro Art. We're going to dive a little bit more into that this year and see all right, we're pushing towards this crazy new level of performance. So you'll see content like that. RG Vita, like we were talking about, XR glasses, and all sorts of things. So stay around, stay tuned, and check out Rob the Retro Tech Dad at Retro Tech Dad on YouTube. And what madness do you have next, Rob? What's your next thing?
I'm working on another PC gaming on Android video.
Yes.
It's actually done, but I was in Vegas for a few days, so I held it on purpose. I'm holding it onto it.
Game Native, Game Hub, Win Later.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful
It's also got a topic. It's a specific topic. It'll be fun. It'll be cool.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
But
it'll probably be out already. It'll be out already when this thing goes on.
Mm-hmm. Until the next one, everybody. This was Stubbs on behalf of Klef and Rob saying, take care of those handhelds and take care of each other too. That's right. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.